Ole Miss, Auburn, Penn State, Ohio State, 2 road underdogs. What happens?
I actually like Auburn in this spot. I think the bye week for them came at the perfect time. And when you look at the gauntlet that Ole Miss has had to go through, Lane Kiffin is going to have to try and rally the troops yet again. I know on the surface, Ole Miss should have had a walk in the park against LSU, and they did cover as a 9.5 point favorite, but that's an extremely big rivalry within the SEC West. We know what it took for Lane to go into Knoxville and get that win. I just wonder if Ole Miss is running on fumes at this point under the lights at Jordan-Hare against an Auburn team that's going to try and hit you in the mouth. And when you look at this Ole Miss defense, the rush 3, drop 8, I think Tank Bigsby can get going. I think you're going to see more Jarquez Hunter. And if Bo Nix can make a few plays in the passing game or with his legs, I think Auburn defensively can do enough to neutralize the Rebels. So I like Auburn in this spot. And when you look at Penn State, it does feel like an opportunity to buy low, but you wonder if they're more the team that we've seen over the last 6 quarters than what we saw for the better part of this season. Pretty wild to think about it, Clay, that they took a lead into the half in Iowa City. If they hold on there, suddenly we're talking about Penn State very much controlling its own destiny in the Big Ten and the college football playoff. They crumble in the second half without Sean Clifford. They follow it up with an absolute dud on both sides of the line of scrimmage against Illinois. And here we are with the Penn State defense reeling without PJ Mustipher. Sean Clifford didn't look anything close to 100%, despite what James Franklin is saying, that he's going to be healthier with some quarterback design runs. And then the side story that you can't possibly ignore when you're handicapping it with college kids. It's not coincidence that your boy switches agents in the middle of the season and brings in the biggest power broker in all of college football because he wants to use it as leverage to stay at Penn State. I think the natives are getting a little bit restless with James Franklin constantly flirting with higher profile jobs. And this Ohio State offense right now has really found its stride, leading the country in terms of points per game. They've beaten their last 4 opponents by more than 39 points. And I think CJ Stroud is showing every bit the reason why he was considered a Heisman dark horse before the season started, and now is only listed behind Bryce Young in terms of your co-favorite thereabouts at FanDuel Sportsbook.